Hello. So I made a video about me getting accepted into the Disney College program, and I thought, why not make more videos about the application process? Because I'm sure a bunch of you have a bunch of questions for me. I was just like you, I watched a lot of YouTube videos about the application process, so now I want to add more to it. So this video is going to be about the web-based interview, or WBI. If you hear me say WBI, you know that it stands for web-based interview and not wet blanket interview. Also, creaky chair is back, so if you hear this creaking noise, I am very sorry. After you've turned in your application, the web-based interview is the next thing. For me, it took about 10 minutes after I've turned in my application to get an email saying that I could move on to my web-based interview. However, if you don't get it right away, definitely don't panic. For some people, it can definitely take them a few days to get the emails. The timeline is different for everyone, but for me, it took me about 10 minutes. After you have turned in your application, that email is going to be such a relief because it's sort of confirmed that you have turned in your application successfully, if you know what I mean. Sometimes when I turn in applications, not just for Disney College program, but any applications, I'm like, did I do that right? Did I miss something? Did it go through? Let's talk about what the web-based interview is. The web-based interview is essentially like a personality test. It's the way that it's been described by other YouTubers. I'm just copying them. You can think of it like a Myers-Briggs test. Is it what it's called? And that's all the web-based interview is. It's just you answering questions on a screen. There's no human connection, which for me was a little difficult. I know with a person, I can at least vibe with them a little bit, you know, have fun. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that there are people like me. If you're one of those people, comment down below. I have also heard that it's the other way around, where it's the phone interview that scares people. So let me know what kind of person you are. My first advice to you is to do it on a computer with a good internet connection. Try to avoid doing it on the phone. I don't even know if you can, but if there is an option to do it, don't do it. The reason why I say not to do it on the phone is because I think that it's a lot easier to mess up if you're on the phone as opposed to on the computer. Think about how many times you have mistyped something or have sent out messages that you don't mean to. Is this 1 or 2? Hello? Hi. Oh, it's you again. What was that? Nothing. Can you send me the money for the tacos from the other night? How much? I think $10 should be good. Okay. Did you get? Yeah, I got it. Definitely avoid doing it on the phone unless it's the absolute only option. Second part to that advice is make sure you have a strong internet connection. You don't want the internet to just suddenly disappear in the middle of your quiz. You want it to be consistent. Go to a place where you know that you're gonna get good internet. Trust me, the last thing that you would want to happen is for you to complete almost all the way through the interview and then suddenly the internet just acts up. You don't want that. So get good internet. My next advice is to be completely focused. Schedule it if you have to, but just don't multitask while you're doing the quiz. I think the questions are sort of designed to figure out if you are a consistent person or not. If you have never done it before, the questions during the web-based interview are kind of like on a scale of 1 to 5 type of questions. So it could be something like, I am never late, and then it has disagree, somewhat disagree, neutral, somewhat agree, and then agree. You can get the same questions multiple times, but they are rephrased to make sure that you meant it the first time. That's why I said you have to be focused while taking the web-based interview, because you don't want to say I am never late on one question and then say I am almost always on time. Those two questions are the same. Make sure you either agree or disagree. You definitely want to avoid the neutral. It just makes you sound like you are more sure of your answers. Here's the thing, I don't think that it will hurt if you just pick neutral, but I have heard that a lot of people just generally stay away from that middle part, or at least never pick neutral for any of the questions, because it can make you sound like you are not sure of yourself, that you're not very confident. Just be definite, be sure, be confident, and be focused. If it's gonna take you having to schedule a few hours to mentally prepare for the web-based interview, do it. I think that it's smart for you to schedule a time where you can do the interview. You can make yourself comfortable too. You can make yourself a tea, you can make yourself a coffee, and just sit down and take the interview. I know that there is a time limit on the questions, but you also don't want to rush through it. Make sure you read everything carefully. So don't panic, let your common sense do the work because you got it. Come on. For me, I got the congratulations message right away, but I think it took them about an hour for them to send me the actual email. So there was some panicking going on. Part of me thought that it was a glitch that I made it through, but apparently I made it through. I also did it at night. I think I did it at about 10 p.m. So that could be why. But don't panic if you don't get the email right away. It can take them about an hour or even a few hours or even a few days. I don't know. If you have made it through the web-based interview and got a congratulations screen, but ultimately didn't get any emails for a few days, I would strongly recommend you to reach out to their support team. They have an amazing support team. I have had to reach out to them a few times and they have been very, very helpful. So if there's anything wrong at all, make sure you email them. So to recap everything, number one, make sure that you do it on your computer. Try to avoid using your phone. Number two, do it somewhere with a good internet connection. Number three, make sure you be consistent with your answers because they can ask you the same questions just worded differently. Number four, schedule it if you have to. And number five, don't rush. There are a bunch of other videos that you can watch on this website. They certainly have helped me out. If you think my video is not enough, there's a ton more. Now, I am going to make another video about the phone interview. I know that it can intimidate a lot of people, and it for sure intimidated me, but not as much as the web-based interview. If you have made it through the web-based interview and are waiting for your phone interview, congratulations. And be on the lookout for the phone interview video. That's going to be coming out in a few days. My voice is getting a little hoarse from recording because I've been talking for 40 minutes. So if you like the video, please give this video a like. It would help me out a ton. Also, if you could hit that subscribe button, that would be amazing. Oh my gosh, I would love you so much if you did that. And I would be making a bunch of Disney videos because I love theme parks. So if you subscribe and ring the bell, you will be the first one to know. If you have done the web-based interview, let me know how it went in the comments below. I would love to hear it. I try to reply to every single one of you so that we have a sense of community. My name is Finn Ho, and have a magical day.